to another episode of the Michigan Dynasty. Today we take on the Central Michigan Chippewas following a devastating loss to Oklahoma. We play the Chippewas at home. It's time to see if maybe we can find a way to win this one. We'll see you at halftime. Thanks for watching, and go blue.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chippewas offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. All out of space. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Grab behind the line, it's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold.
He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Rides the back on the option to give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie. Instead, you knock it off the post.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Haynes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the option. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Townsend. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Lavis. Got his man down the middle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the 2nd quarter. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The toss sweep to the right. Sweet cut there. Got the first down and still on his feet. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Runs through a tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wolverines are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackler. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, and they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Simpson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The option look. He'll toss it. He breaks a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Labus. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
At halftime, the score, Michigan 14, Central Michigan 3. The Wolverines so far have led this one. 97 passing yards, 58 rushing. Balanced attack for Michigan today. They have one rushing touchdown and one passing touchdown. Today, I do believe
might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
This ball game
With that said,
hopefully will turn just to Michigan's game.
Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin,
See
about
how
ready to get
this
things
goes.
cranked back up here.
Michigan. Central Michigan reserve. Right now, right after we take a look at some stats. Bryce Underwood, 9 of 12, 97 yards, a touchdown and a pick. While Justice Haynes, 11 for 54. But Marshall, 2 for 2 and a touchdown. Brady Priest scoring 3 catches, 13 yards, and of course the receiving touchdown. But Michigan looks to settle this one at the second half. So we'll see you at the end of the game. Thanks for watching, everyone.
And the Chippewas will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving, trying to turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Now he's going to break the pocket. Snags it on the right. To running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCulley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 24 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Chippewas need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw. It's Keene. Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. With the catch, it's Marshall. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go! Let's go!
To the air. It's Keene. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, I love offense defensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Running into the open space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Wide open space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
Creates a little space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the toss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Lavis. Fires left. He makes a catch. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. There he goes. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Central Michigan, 10.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Smashes it with the stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that.
Michigan will kneel it with Herb Street, and the Wolverines win 42-10 over Central Michigan. A dominant victory. They're going scoreless in the first quarter.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.
Michigan.
I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved
The
it.
Wolverines
Just domination from start to finish.
dominate against Central Michigan. Bryce Underwood went 12 of 15, 182, 2 touchdowns and a pick, while Mikey Keene went 5 of 9, 70 yards and a score. Justice Haynes goes 18 attempts, 90 yards. Jordan Marshall, 12 attempts, 126 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Brady Priest scoring, 3 receptions, 13 yards, and a touchdown. Donovan McCulley, 3 for 108. And Andrew Marsh also scored a touchdown. Nobody got a pick for Michigan today. First kicking, Zavada went 0 for 1 on field goals, yet all good on his extra points. Michigan will right now, the Wolverines are 2-1. We'll see where we go to. We jump to 14th in the country. So, now our next big test is going to Nebraska at Memorial Stadium. Michigan. So, Michigan. We'll head to Nebraska next week. See you then. Thanks for watching, and go blue.